Good Friday morning. It is the 31st of January. Yep, 1/12 of the year is about over. Hopefully you've made most of your last 31 days and are sticking true to your intentions in your new year. Anyway, this is going to be kind of a wet day. We need the rain so bad, as we've seen. We're in the drought. This will be good. We are going to melt a lot of the snow mounds and things away, but not the big ones for sure. But anyway, we should get about a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain today, so that's pretty good on top of a little bit we had overnight. Not as much as I thought we'd have last night, but that's okay. I'll be, pretty mild today. Highs in the upper 40s, around 50, so no chance of anything frozen, and that will definitely help melt our way away. And we're going to turn breezy over the weekend, as I mentioned yesterday, if you happen to listen to this outlook, and then pretty mild next week. So let's just go ahead. Here's the rain coming through. The rain's going to be out of here probably, mid to late evening, definitely before 10 p.m. or so. And then here are the ice bars coming tight together. That's why we're going to get breezy. Winds could guess tomorrow to maybe about 30 or so miles per hour, and then in the 20s on Sunday. Now, we got a little bit of cold air damming here. This is cold air coming down the eastern side of the mountains. So we're not going to warm up so quick on Sunday, but by Monday, we'll see if that moves on out of here, and I think it does. And if so, then we're going to warm up pretty nicely into early next week. There were some model indications that we could get up into the 60s and even 70s at some point. Not sure if I'm yet committed to that, but definitely 60s looks very possible. Now, here we go late next week. This has just been an ongoing theme here that this high to the north is going to be almost situated. If it was back over here, we'd be talking about snow, but over here, we do get the cold air damming and the cold air east of the mountains. So when the moisture moves in, maybe we get a mixture of some sleet. I don't think it will be freezing rain. And then we'll turn over to, here it shows freezing rain, but we'll turn over to some rain, plain old rain. How cold it gets will be determined. Right now, even the National Weather Service just pretty much has it as rain, but in the 30s on our Wednesday night or Thursday night, Thursday. So that's kind of like the time frame here. Wednesday night into Thursday, maybe a little bit of mixy, but then it's going to turn over to rain, which is very likely. This low comes in, brings us some more rain, but maybe not as much as we need. And then we're back to being right on the boundary between colder and warmer air. But because we're east of the high, if you ever listen to me here on this video or these forecast outlooks, when you're on the east of the high, you get the high to the cold air being dragged in from the north. So this will be pretty chilly as we go into the next, Friday, Saturday time frame. And then another chance of some rain, comes in play. Exact timing and what, precip types and stuff like that. Right now, I'd probably say it favors more likely to be rain. I don't really see the forecast changing much, meaning that we turn around from this kind of milder, but riding the border between mild and cold air until maybe as late as the 15th through the 20th. At that point, things could turn around. We'll have to see. This is looking like a monster snowstorm, by the way, up here north of our area on the 14th or so, right around Valentine's Day. Shame that's not over top of us. This looks like we get these long, drawn-out, cold, or overrunning snow events. They can be very prolific. So to our north, that may be a monster snowstorm for parts of Pennsylvania. We'll have to see. Oh, and there's a follow-up. Again, it's so far out, I wouldn't put any stock on any of it. But anyway, just to see how much snow that was, I bet it was a lot. Hold on. It's kind of a total snowfall, and it shows like the 21 inches. Don't harp on any of this. This is probably kind of sleet or snow at some point where we saw it right about the same time period. So I wouldn't count on any of that being true so far out there anyway, but it was just interesting. I figured this would probably be a mega snowstorm, and it is, but it's further north. We're too far south of that boundary. Anyway, it looked good for the rain today. Like I said, 3/4 to, right around 3/4 of an inch, I think, is the max we'll get out of it. And we need the rain. It will especially pick up a little bit later this morning. Have a good Friday and an awesome weekend. This has been your Loudoun County Weather Outlook.